It's not often that the Chief Content Officer, Paul Triple H Levesque, is here on Raw. He must have some major news to share.
Let's hear what the game has to say.
As you all know, we've been building a new era in WWE, a direction that's bolder than anything you've ever seen before. But to forge this path, we need talent who can rise to the occasion. Whether that's someone who's already here or an outsider ready to step in and lead the charge. Who is going to be the superstar to lead us to that next level? Well, we're going to answer that question starting next Monday on Raw with the WWE Draft.
The WWE Draft kicks off next Monday. That's huge news.
Raw and SmackDown GMs Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis have decisions to make that will shape the future of WWE. Now, I know I'm supposed to be impartial, but as a Chief Content Officer, I'm going to drop a couple of hints about who I think will be selected #1 overall and become the leader of this new era. This individual is going to be a force in the men's division for years to come. I've seen his potential for greatness already as one of the biggest names on SmackDown. They could be the next EST, the next American Nightmare, or better yet, carve their own path to lead the new era of WWE. It all starts at the draft when we take the next step in WWE's revolution.
It sounds like the CCO thinks one of SmackDown's top stars might be going #1 overall.
I can't wait for draft night.
Let me talk to you.
About what?
You might think you're a big deal with all this talk of #1 draft picks, but let me remind you exactly who the man they call the megastar is.
You?
So you're not a dummy after all. There's a pecking order around here, so no matter where or when you get drafted, this is still my game. And when draft night is over, you'll hear everybody saying L.A. Knight. Yeah!
Hey, glad we could finally catch up. It's been an interesting week after what Triple H said on Raw.
What do you mean?
He basically anointed you the first overall pick in the draft. And it's all over social media too. Everyone thinks you're going #1 to Raw.
Well, it's not a guarantee.
True. Adam Pearce could do something stupid and select someone else. But if tonight is your last night on SmackDown, I just want to wish you good luck.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
Oh, and speaking of the draft, just a friendly piece of advice. Make sure you look good up there on that stage.
What are you getting at?
I know in the past you had to wear whatever the office told you to for your non-ring attire. And sometimes you'd even have to wear the same ugly shirt for years on end. But things are different now. Like Hunter said, it's a new era with fewer restrictions. So you can wear whatever casual attire you want to express who you are. Got it?
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Thanks.
No problem. And hey, if you did lose tonight, maybe that would cause you to slip to me at number 2 in the draft. Just saying.
It's a man who might be saying farewell to SmackDown here tonight.
The fall is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Leeds, England, weighing in at 230 pounds, Wayne Buck.
He's got to have a lot of emotions as he walks toward the ring. He really built his name here on SmackDown, so it must feel bittersweet if this really is goodbye.
He's a competitor, Saxton, and if he truly is the #1 pick at the draft next week, it's because he worked hard here on SmackDown to earn it. Bittersweet, maybe, but also justified and well-deserved.
The rumors might be swirling, but the battle is in the ring.
Here comes the A-lister.
And his opponent from Hollywood, California, weighing in at 221 pounds, The Miz.
The Miz, one of the most decorated competitors, one of the savviest veterans, but he's always learning.
Say what you will.
While Miz's opponent wants to showcase himself before the draft, you got to think he also wouldn't mind getting a few last shots in on the A-lister as well.
For sure, Cole. During Miz's stint as SmackDown General Manager, it seems like he was more interested in making enemies than matches.
I don't think it was intentional, Corey. Some superstars are naturally gifted potential top draft picks. The Miz is a naturally gifted...
Oh, God.
Ben makes the cover. And easily kicks out of the count.
Not even a near fall there.
Raising the arm before one.
He is still very much in this. Ooh!
These two trading one blow after another.
So much pride, so much resiliency on display. Ooh! Who will break first? That is the question.
This is a war of attrition with neither superstar wanting to be the one who surrenders.
DDT! He looks defenseless as he struggles to get his bearings. Only timed offense there. He's in for it now.
Face plant.
Coming back from the outside now.
Oh, looking to end this.
The schoolboy! Headed out of the ring, but the count is looming. He's starting to feel the results of this pounding.
Tell it like it is. The Miz dished out some pretty awesome offense there. off the world head scissors. Running swanton finds the mark.
From the apron.
Ooh, that'll leave a mark. Oh, wicked kick to the lower back. He's got to make some moves here or suffer the countout.
Hooking their opponent's legs into the surfboard position and a leg breaker.
Hip drop.
I've been waiting to see that.
Oh, man, he's getting ready to pull the trigger. From the top, and he turned it around.
Looking stunned here, guys. Great counter by The Miz.
Has them hooked. Rolling cutter. Really feeding off all of his faithful fans.
Tough spot for The Miz. Reality setting in.
Double face breaker. Thanks for coming, Miz.
It's over. It is over.
Here is your winner, Wayne Buck.
And that is exactly why everyone's been talking about this guy going #1. He made The Miz look like an amateur out there.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but he definitely proved himself as a more complete talent in the ring tonight. What that means for the draft, we'll have to wait and see.
What a huge night we have on Raw with the start of the WWE Draft.
There's rumors this SmackDown superstar will be changing brands as the top pick.
Well, it's not official yet, but it would be a solid choice by Adam Pearce.
I know there's a lot going on tonight with the draft, but I wanted to sneak in a couple interview questions. Is that okay?
No problem, Kathy. It's always good talking with you. What do you want to know?
For anyone who hasn't been paying attention the past couple of years, how would you define your personality?
Everything I do has a purpose. People like to say they're 2 steps ahead. Well, I'm 20. You can't survive on sheer strength and athleticism. You need to be scheming and calculated.
Speaking of looking ahead, what can you say about the rumors that you'll be selected at #1 overall tonight?
I'd say it's something I could use in my favor. Perception is reality, right? Well, if I'm #1, that just makes my opponents perceive me to be that much tougher to beat. I'll use any advantage I can get.
Well, I know you're busy, so I'll let you go for now. Thanks again, and good luck with the draft.
Good to see you.
Hey, boss.
So how you feeling? You ready for tonight?
I've got all the angles covered. Kind of like this wrestler I used to watch growing up. What was his nickname? The Cerebral Assassin?
Never heard of him.
Yeah, I guess he didn't amount to much.
Good one. I gotta get going, but you should be proud of everything you've accomplished to get here. You've earned it. See you out there in a bit.
It's time to kick off the WWE Draft.
Thank you. But tonight is not about me. It's about launching this company in a new and exciting direction. And that all starts with the announcement of the top overall pick. So let's not wait any longer. With the first pick in the WWE Draft, Raw is honored to select the future of WWE.
There they are, the number one pick in the WWE Draft, and wow, it's a good one.
Talk about making a splash. Adam Pearce got himself a generational talent.
We heard all the rumors, but seeing this play out now really lives up to the hype.
Good luck topping this SmackDown.
Stand by, there's some kind of technical issue here.
Talk about ruining a moment.
What the heck?
Who was that?
Oh, where's security?
Can someone explain what just happened?
Okay, got it. The draft will continue after this break.
First of all, I'm sorry about what happened out there. We're working with the authorities to get to the bottom of it, but Hunter says it seems like it was just a random, unstable individual.
Is this how things are handled over here on Raw? Maybe I would have been better off staying on SmackDown.
I assure you that's not the case. You're in good hands with us.
So if it was a random person, what was with that stuff on the Tron?
I wouldn't assume the two things were connected. Could have been unrelated technical difficulties. Either way, I don't think it's anything to worry about. Better to focus on the positive and move on.
I can handle my own strategy on how to deal with this. Thanks.
I'll set up a match for you next week on Raw, and it'll be against a local competitor you'll be sure to dominate. After that, no one will be talking about what happened tonight.
Hey, you alright? Not how I imagined draft night going, but we've both seen stuff like this in WWE before. On to the next thing, right?
Listen, I know management wants us to brush things like this under the rug, but I'm not sure it was a one-time event. Besides, how does some random person get access to the Tron?
That's what I said!
Look, if I were you, I'd keep your head on a swivel. I'm just speculating, but this could be the start of something bigger.
I agree. I'll be ready if and when something happens again.
That attack came out of nowhere. Are you okay?
Hey, Troy. I'm a lot more angry than I am hurt.
That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. The perfect way to blow off a little steam.
You got any idea who was under that mask? Because that's who I'd like to get my hands on.
I do not. However, since I got promoted, which was definitely based on merit, not because Roman Reigns landed on me at WrestleMania and Triple H felt bad about my numerous injuries, I've been put in charge of booking the matches for our live events.
Congratulations?
You should be congratulating yourself, because I've got my eye on you to be the main attraction for our next big tour.
I appreciate it, Troy. But I'm focused on figuring out who jumped me, and then enacting some very disproportionate revenge.
That's exactly why you should compete in some live event matches. It's the perfect opportunity to sharpen your skills and max out your abilities. Trust me, you won't believe the kind of rewards you'll get with live events.
Fine, Troy. Next time you have a live event opportunity, hit me up.
You're the best. Thanks so much. You'll find me waiting for you when I'm ready to book the next bunch of shows.
Can't wait.
Here's your punching bag for the evening.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring.
The first overall draft pick is ready for action.
This man is no stranger to a WWE arena, but it's got to feel different stepping into the ring for the first time as the #1 overall draft pick.
I'm sure it does, Byron, but now that the bell's rung, he's not the #1 pick anymore. He's a superstar on Raw who's got to fight and compete just like anyone else.
And he's got a target on his back now. If he doesn't prove he can live up to his reputation, no one's going to care where he is drafted.
Oof.
Oh, what an uppercut, jarring.
Standing Spanish fly, are you kidding me? Incredible. Springboard moonsault, wow. And he's coming to, about to stumble his way into danger. Oh, man.
And Buck took a battering there.
He's pumped up, and so is this crowd.
Look at this. Snap suplex. Adrian looking helpless to every attack.
Yeah, Buck's got to slow down this assault. Kick to the midsection, sunset flip. Hit that with everything and following it with the pin.
And still hanging on.
He got close there. It could be do or die time. Watch this athleticism.
Well.
Uh-oh!
Crashing to the floor.
A gnarly landing. That's why you can't get caught up in the heat of the moment.
An all-around bad decision.
Ooh, and fights back. Buck comes right back at him.
Unbelievable standing Spanish fly.
And here he is, heading back into the ring.
Has to mind the referee here. Has to avoid the count out.
And finally recognizes the count, gets back into the ring.
A headstand headlock. Oh! Stationary position.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, he saw it coming.
Oh, man, he's got him in the crosshairs.
Buck looks knocked out.
Into the cover.
What a resounding victory here tonight for the #1 pick.
I agree, Byron. That was pure domination.
The hell? Not this again.
It's the same attacker from the draft.
Where's security? Come on.
I guess he's taking matters into his own hands.
Good, I'm sick of this.
And this time, they're not getting away.
The masked assailant is regretting this now.
They might not be masked for much longer.
Is that Tony D'Angelo from NXT?
Not surprised with his track record.
We're going to go to commercial while we sort this out.
That's enough! Sit down and stay there.
What are we going to do with him? We're going to get some answers, and we're going to get them right now.
You have no idea.
I have a lot of ideas. And now we're going to start figuring out which one of them is accurate. Start talking.
The new era has arrived.
Is this about the draft? Because Triple H said it was the start of a new era?
It's been right in front of you. But you can't ignore it anymore.
What's been right in front of me?
Lardan.
I think I've had about enough. We'll settle this when you face me in a match next week. Now get this attention-seeking Mafia wannabe out of here!
So you got the bad guy, huh?
Well, looks like it.
I know Triple H and everyone is telling you this is over now, but I still think there's more to come.
I think so, too. I don't think D'Angelo would do this on his own. Whether it's his family or someone else behind the scenes, there's gotta be other people involved.
Exactly. And the entire roster should be on the lookout. I know I will be.
It's Raw's #1 draft pick hoping to shut down their attacker.
The following is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Leeds, England.
We're certainly no strangers to surprise attacks and deceptive actions, but this match feels especially personal.
You're not wrong, Cole. I'm honestly impressed the #1 pick had the self-control to face Tony D'Angelo in the ring rather than roughing the jabroni up backstage.
D'Angelo ruined 2 big nights, and tonight his target is looking to ruin Tony D'Angelo.
Locking up with the collar and elbow.
Taking control with the waistlock.
Down to the mat and gets into a headlock position.
Caught with a punch.
Switching things up. man.
D'Angelo looking powerless to every attack.
Tony's on the wrong side of every exchange.
Not the prettiest thing you'll ever see, but it sure looks effective from here. Ooh! Counter by Tony.
D'Angelo finally finding an answer to that onslaught.
Tony showing it's not a time for lying down. It's a time for fighting back.
He can barely gain his footing, and he has no clue what's coming.
He answers right back.
He's managing to find some of that needed breathing room.
But will that prove to be the chance he needs in this match?
Hoisting their opponent. Oh!
Fisherman's Buster. Oh, great wherewithal there.
Nice calf kick. Great elevation.
Fends off the attack with an elbow.
Snapback takeover.
Not safe yet.
He's looking fairly drained.
Sure, bodies are aching here, but I don't think the towel's getting thrown in.
Oh, gosh. That looked like a bad landing.
Specifically targeting the leg. And Tony didn't see that coming.
Off the rope.
And completely missed the mark.
A brutal impact after taking a gigantic gamble like that.
Ooh, and he stops that offense.
A running hurricane.
Beautiful. That maneuver goes to show you how much speed kills.
And he's looking to the crowd for some much-needed support. Reaching the end of the official's count. Come on, let's not end things like this. Whirling cutter.
Wow, breathtaking standing shooting star.
It takes a certain level of athleticism to pull that off.
Uh-oh, way too...
Diving moonsault!
We know what's racing through his mind. He's rising to his feet in a perilous situation. Both knees into the face.
D'Angelo down, and he might be out.
Dolly face buster.
I don't know how you recover from that.
Looking for the pin. This is more than a win. The #1 draft pick can now move on and focus on bigger goals.
Good riddance to Tony D'Angelo and whatever this was all about.
Now what?
Is that Charlie Dempsey?
What the hell is going on?
That's certainly Gigi Dolan.
Trick Williams from behind. What is happening?
And now Tony D'Angelo's recovered and joining the NXT champion. Clearly D'Angelo wasn't acting alone in all of this.
Yeah, I'm starting to see a common theme here, guys. We got to get some help out here.
This is a full-on invasion.
And the invaders are all from NXT.
We need help back there, right now.
Adam Pearce is trying to intervene.
Nikita Lyons with a chair.
And Pearce goes down too.
The NXT Unity Tag Champions have taken out CM Punk.
And Charlotte gets nailed too.
This is insane.
Please, somebody, anybody, do something.
We are under siege.
It's Bayley and Kevin Owens.
Finally.
You can't just come in here and do this without repercussions.
What the?
Bayley and KO about this? Are you serious?
What are we witnessing?
If you couldn't tell, this is a mutiny. Current and former members of NXT have united under one cause. We will no longer stand by and be treated like third-class citizens.
Members of the board, do we have your attention?
We will not stop until NXT is the one and only brand left standing in WWE.
I'm just about speechless.
We've just witnessed pure anarchy. It was a mutiny, Saxton. Bayley said it herself. Unbelievable.
Well, it's over for tonight at least.
Who really knows at this point?
I might be out for a bit after what they did to me. But the second I'm back, I need revenge on the NXT Unity Champions and every single person involved.
I'm with you.
Good. But don't forget I warned both of you that this would happen, and no one listened.
I was wrong. I know. But this isn't the time to point fingers.
Yeah, it's the time to start listening to me. No one around here can be trusted. No one. This could go all the way to the top. Who created NXT and would stand to benefit from all this? Yeah. Chew on that for a minute.
Look, I've already spoken to Nick Aldis, and we're gonna work together to fight back against this NXT mutiny. Raw and SmackDown are a united front. But we need a leader. I drafted you #1 for a reason. I know you can step up to lead the charge.
After what they did to me, I don't need convincing. But what are we getting ourselves into? You heard what Punk just said about Triple H.
As usual, Punk's way out of line with that comment. I've been working side by side with Triple H the past few weeks to figure out what's been going on. There's no way he has anything to do with this.
I don't know what to believe at this point. I do know Punk was right about being careful who we trust, though.
I know. It seems like Bayley and KO have convinced most of NXT to join them along with some other big names from our side. And we have to assume that any other NXT alumni from Raw and SmackDown might be one of them.
Then it sounds like we need to find someone from outside of WWE who could step in and join the fight against NXT.
You got someone in mind?
I do. I know just the person to turn the tide. They're from... They're from the Indies.
Okay, but how does that prove they're not secretly working with NXT? How do you know we can trust them?
We grew up together. When you know someone for that long, there's a trust that's been built up for years.
All right, sold. After you get them on board, let's talk next steps. And don't wait too long. We need to move fast before this NXT mutiny strikes again.
Wow, you came all the way here to an indie show to see me? Must really be desperate for help against NXT.
Isn't fighting a rebellious mutiny exactly what lifelong best friends are for?
I thought they were more for exchanging birthday cards and the occasional random text. But maybe we could branch out.
Not to mention the fact Mutiny keeps adding top names, so I can't really trust many people in WWE right now.
So you're saying I was your only option? I see how it is.
Best and only option. So what do you think? Will you do it?
I've been ready for an opportunity like this to step up from the indies. I'm in.
Great. We need to get started right away.
Okay, just hang on a minute. I do have one more match obligation to fulfill here tonight. Then we'll get started.
All right. You do that, and I'll get to strategizing.
Haven't changed a bit. So, this is how #1 draft picks live, huh? Nice.
The tour bus is nice, but more importantly, it's private. We need this space to talk strategy, since who knows who might be listening backstage and feeding information to NXT.
Good point. What about the GMs, though? Can we at least trust them? Adam Pearce was messaging me the other day.
Yeah, Pierce and Aldis are vetted, and they've given us full authority to counter the NXT mutiny movement. CM Punk will be helping us too once he's healthy, but for now, it's just us, so we need to figure out our first move.
Whenever I was in a tough situation like this on the Indies, I learned the best path forward is to focus on doing what I do best, which, in my case, is being bold and brash.
Well, since you just basically dropped everything to come in here and help me, it's only fair you take the lead on this. What do you think we should do?
We need to hit them harder than they hit us. Punch them right in the mouth so they know who they're messing with. They showed up here and caused chaos? Okay. We go to NXT and do the same thing, but worse.
I would have leaned toward having a more thought-out plan, but your way could work too. Let's do it.
You ready?
We're gonna punch them right in the mouth.
Let's do this. What the hell?
Well, hello there. Have a good flight down. We were expecting you.
We were not expecting you.
For the uninitiated here, I'm Troy Simkin, former WWE producer, now NXT Mutiny's top producer. We knew you'd be coming and we outsmarted you. NXT is clearly not broadcasting here tonight, and instead has moved to a secret, undisclosed location.
You've got to be kidding me.
I'm afraid not. Man, you should see the looks on your faces.
Can I strangle him? I want to strangle him.
I'm just the messenger.
Well, we came all the way here. We're not gonna leave empty-handed.
I think I see where this is going.
Yeah. We're taking Troy with us. He clearly knows more than he's letting on, and we can use him as a bargaining chip.
You're calling the shots.
This really isn't necessary. I'm just a producer. I'm clueless.
We know. You're coming with us.
Please be gentle.
NXT Mutiny. You one-upped us. Well played moving the location of your show. But if you think you outsmarted us, think again. See, I've brought in someone to help even the sides, and she had a brilliant idea.
That's right. We have borrowed your top producer, Troy Simkin. Say hello, Troy.
Hello? Help, please?
All right, that's enough. So, NXT Mutiny. If you want Troy back, show up to Raw and fight us. I have my debut match later tonight, and your buddy Troy will be out there at ringside.
And unlike you, we're not going to run and hide. We're going to be exactly where we say we are.
See you soon.
Please show up.
Here she is, making her WWE debut with what seems to be a 50% willing entourage.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Newcastle upon Tyne, England, Teresa Green.
Most would want all eyes on them for their WWE debut, but she seems fine sharing the spotlight. She's not sharing the spotlight, Saxton. That's a watchtower searchlight. She and her partner are letting former WWE producer Troy Simkin know that there's no escape from captivity.
A bold debut so far. Let's see how she fares in the ring. The consummate underdog of the women's division, Zelina Vega.
And her opponent,
I had heard this new addition to the WWE roster has a take-no-prisoners mentality, but she seems to be bending her own rules here tonight.
Desperate times call for desperate measures, Saxton. Now, former WWE producer Troy Simkin may not be well-liked, but he's the bait they're using to draw Mutiny out.
The question now is whether Mutiny will bite the hook and how any of this may impact the fight going forward.
That is something else. Rough landing. Getting set up in the corner now.
Wicked clothesline. From the middle rope. Oh, what a splash. Ouch. Uh-oh. Headbutt.
Nothing fancy there.
These attacks taking their toll on her a little. Taking their time. Vertical suplex. Look at the power here. Absolutely incredible. Walking around the ring. That one arm. And Zelina can't stop any offense coming her way.
Not looking good for Zelina here.
Big time power slam. Wait for it. Oh, Alabama slam.
Producing consecutive attacks. This is frightening strength here. She gets taken into the corner. Needs to get out.
She countered that into her own offense.
What a shot.
And now an imposing onslaught of attacks in her direction.
Her resiliency is really being tested now. Splash!
She's being derailed here.
Yeah, but you got to expect that at this point in the match.
Body on body with force.
What a headbutt!
Vicious.
Now bringing her fury to ringside. Rattling our announce desk.
I don't know what's coming next, but it's not good.
Guys, they're coming dangerously close here.
She's taking things back into the ring.
Oh.
We're going to see it. Way up there. Shoulders down. She might have her.
And she fights it off. What does she have to do to put her away?
I'm asking myself the same question. I have no idea.
Popped up. No way.
Yes way.
What power.
Stone pile driver.
Is that enough to take out Zelina Vega?
2 count. And that's all she wrote.
Here is your winner, Teresa Green.
What a debut. She not only showed off the fearless, relentless approach we'd heard about, but also secured a huge win in her first match here at WWE.
And right in front of NXT's own Troy Simkin. Yeah.
can't believe my plan didn't work.
We both thought Mutiny actually cared about Troy. But like they said, I guess he's just a worthless twit.
Hey, I'm standing right here. And I'm just as shocked as you are that Mutiny didn't ride in on their white horses to save their prince. I wonder if I can get my old job back. Can either of you put in a word with Triple H?
We need to find something NXT actually cares about to lure them into a fight. Otherwise, they're going to keep dodging us.
What about their precious Unity Tag Team Championships? If kidnapping Troy didn't work, maybe we could title nap those?
You might be onto something there. But how are we going to find out where they're broadcasting from?
I could help with that. If you put in a good word for me.
Yeah, sure. What can you tell us?
I may have been on a group text that mentioned the undisclosed location of their shows. But first I'll need reassurances.
Troy? Disclose it. Now.
Okay. Fine.
Another successful Unity title defense for Alexis King and JC Jane.
Hang on, we have some visitors from the Raw and SmackDown side.
How'd they find out where we are? Did you tell them, Saxton?
It wasn't me, but they're taking the fight to the champions.
Good. It's about time.
It looks like we're going to have an impromptu brawl on our hands. This is an incredibly bold move to come down here and bring the fight to Mutiny.
It's bold and brilliant, Cole. Attacking in an undisclosed location, the Unity champs were totally complacent. They let their guard down, and now they're paying the price.
I still can't figure out how they found us. Do you think my phone might have been hacked? And if so, do you think Mutiny would hold that against me? Up for the electric chair, down for the drop. Ooh!
Uh-oh, this is just vicious, nasty stomp of the arm. Taking the action to the outside.
Might be taking a breather here.
Horse forearm.
Draped across the middle rope. Oof. And down.
Oof.
She's heading outside the ring now. He's headed out to the ringside area. Whip back into the ring. Climbing to the top rope here.
Waiting to strike. Brace for impact. From the top. Has him in the corner, thinking of the next move.
Able to make a timely escape.
Setting up for something here.
Alexis King takes a vicious buckle suplex.
And JC's nailed with a stun gun.
The champs are down.
Where are they headed now?
They're grabbing the Unity titles.
I think they're leaving with them.
And the champs can't do anything about it.
They've come in here and stolen the NXT Unity Tag Team Championships. I love it.
Score one for Raw and SmackDown.
I saw what you did by invading NXT's secret location and acquiring their Unity Championships. Bold move.
Thanks. I don't think you've been introduced to the newest team member in our fight against Mutiny. We've known each other since we were kids.
I know all about you. Welcome to WWE. But I do have to remind both of you, I've decided to remain neutral in this whole issue with NXT. I'm too close to it, so this isn't our fight. And besides, when it comes to competition, it's not just a catchphrase. It really is what's best for business.
We understand your stance, but we don't have to agree with it. We're going to do everything we can to stop Mutiny.
And if that happens, great. But if Mutiny comes out on top, then we'll pivot in that direction. It's what we do in WWE. We're constantly reacting and evolving. It's how we succeed. So like I said, good luck. But I can't support one side or the other until this is all over.
Here are the borrowers of the Unity titles.
You gotta love the swagger to walk into this arena holding those two belts they didn't even earn.
Hey, they are the current Unity Tag title holders. It's just in this case, I mean that literally. They are holding the titles.
Guys, I cannot overstate the importance of this match here tonight.
Of course not, Michael. Anytime the tag titles are on the line, the match takes on a whole new level of importance.
There you see what's at stake. The NXT Unity Tag Team titles. Lexis King and Jason. Jane have successfully defended their Unity titles multiple times, and you can bet they're itching to reclaim their stolen belts tonight.
Yeah, but those defenses were practically gift-wrapped with hand-picked opponents in favorable locations. Tonight, they face a real challenge.
We will see. These two new allies have a history, but the big question is, can they gel in an official match and walk away with some hardware?
Oh, right to the kidneys.
Golly. Wow. Oh, my gosh.
Oh. Let's go breaker. The challenger unable to stay out of harm's way. What a counter by Lexis.
And that could be the first step towards Lexis gaining control.
Time now for Lexis to get his energy up and claw back into the fight.
Momentum entirely against Lexis here.
Lexis isn't showing the capacity to fight back.
In off the tag here.
He tags in his partner.
Side headlock applied. Oh, and a right hand for good measure.
Oh, for the title.
She overcomes the pinfall attempt.
Still in it.
Manages to reverse it. Boom, what impact.
Using the elbow to escape the attack.
One answer after another. Neither competitor giving an inch. Count that high, Saxton.
Shut up, Corey.
And there's the tag. It's about time.
Oh, man.
Fighting back with everything she has. Clothesline.
Oh, my goodness.
And repeated impacts like that will weaken you mentally as much as it does physically. Slingshot.
Slingshot neck breaker. Nice.
Sentai. Ooh, what a nasty kick.
Oh, man. Insulting.
Trying to get inside the champion's head, maybe put some cracks in the champ's confidence. Going for the neck breaker. Able to break the hold of a neck breaker of their own. Adrenaline pumping. Here she goes. Top rope. From the top.
Elbow drop. Good Lord.
The champ is willing to gamble big here, putting it all on the line to keep the title. Locking up here. Oh, poke to the eyes.
That seems to have really gotten him. He could have an eye injury.
Nonetheless, the match continues.
JC eats a clothesline.
But Lex is king with the belt shot.
And the referee never saw it.
The champions are going to retain.
Wait, foot on the ropes.
Is that the producer who's wrapped up in all this?
I think so. Seems like he's working against NXT Mutiny now.
Hold on. Spear on JC Jane.
Looks like his eye's okay.
Or at least okay enough.
Setting up for some kind of double team move.
And down onto JC Jane with the cover.
That'll do it. We officially have new Unity Tag Team Champions.
We just witnessed amazing teamwork from these two, and it paid off with not only a title win, but a major victory in the war against Mutiny.
And don't forget the assist from Troy, the producer.
Mutiny shocked the world with their invasion a couple weeks ago, but now, taking their Unity tag titles that they held in such high regard is a shot across NXT's bow.
I have a feeling this is only the beginning between these two sides.
Welcome back, Punk.
Looks like I missed out on all the fun. That was impressive how you used that goofball Troy to find where Mutiny was hiding and then win their Unity titles. Well done.
I guess Troy's show of loyalty in our match was enough to get his job back.
And we discouraged Mutiny from trying to hide from us. They said from now on, they'll be back at the Performance Center.
I have to admit, I'm a little jealous. You got your hands on the Unity champions after what they did to me. But I'll get my shot sooner than later.
I know you will. Which leads us to our next move. We've spoken to the GMs, and we think the best strategy is to divide and conquer between Raw and SmackDown.
At least Aldous and Pierce have our backs, unlike old Triple H. Convenient how he continues to sit on the sidelines, isn't it?
Yeah, it is convenient. I can't believe he's still staying neutral. Makes you wonder if there's something else going on there.
In any event, if we split up, we'll have coverage on both brands to fight off any Mutiny attacks. I'll be headed to SmackDown.
And I'll be focusing on Raw. What about you, Punk?
I think it makes sense for me to float between both brands to help keep an eye on things. There's a lot of top names jumping ship, and I'd like to use my influence to put an end to that.
Sounds like a solid plan. Which brand should we focus on first?
Am I the only one seeing this, Oos? NXT's Mutiny out here making moves, pulling everyone to their side while people watch the uprising from the sidelines. Even Triple H and the board are low-key cheering for them.
You don't have to remind me. I saw it firsthand at the draft, remember? It should be all hands on deck.
Yeet. We need more people doing stuff like taking those Unity titles off them.
Thanks. It might have been a small victory, but every little bit helps. If we can keep chipping away, eventually they'll topple.
For real. Anything to slow their momentum down. It was starting to feel like they could do whatever they wanted. Reminds me of when the Bloodline first started. We had that edge. And nobody was cool like us.
But we've seen that all play out before, right? Starts out hot, but a lot of folks are gonna get left out once they get what they want, you know?
Seen it, felt it. When you're useful, you get used. When you're not, well, like you said, we've seen how that plays out.
It's impressive the way Mutiny's able to manipulate people. They've got a knack for pulling strings and making the bad guy look cool. But that's something we could work with. Use their own game to play them.
You got something cooking.
You said it yourself. People are joining up because Mutiny is cool. It's got an edge that makes standard corporate WWE look basic.
We can't compete with that smoke.
Not unless I show them some fire, Oos.
So you do have a plan. Yeet.
Yep. And I'm kicking it off later tonight. You're gonna love this one, Jay.
Can't wait, Oos.
It's the superstar who is destined for WWE greatness.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Leeds, England, weighing in at 230 pounds, one half of the NXT Unity Tag Team Champions, Wayne Buck.
Guys, what's up with the NWO shirt?
I love the nod to the past. Is this maybe an embrace of those notorious NWO devious and disruptive tactics?
Color me concerned, Corey. He could be hinting at an alliance with Mutiny. That would be a major shift in the power balance.
A fashion explanation will have to wait because this match won't.
And his opponent, representing
I'm sure I'm not the only one still distracted by that NWO shirt. It's tough to focus on the match with that hanging in the air.
Well, just try being a professional, Saxton. It's a shirt. Besides, I'm sure we'll get an explanation when the time's right.
Well, I'm also sure Chad Gable isn't worrying about his opponent's wardrobe. He looks poised to prove that skills, not shirts, win matches.
Oh, round and round we go. Tilt-a-whirl head scissors. And Tajiri finds its mark.
And into the collar and elbow.
Moving out of the hold and now able to lean into a headlock. Whoa, kick right on point.
A rope step!
To the outside, tope con hilo. Showing reckless abandon. There was every chance that could have gone wrong, but instead, it was right on the money.
Big down low, into code red.
And Gable's hopes are waning in this one.
You gotta wonder, what does this do to Gable's confidence? Gets put into the barricade.
And a big boot. Back into the ring here.
Trying to find his feet. This does not look good for him.
Time for him to get back in the ring.
No one wants a count out here.
He got it. I think we're about to see a masterful pinning combination.
Oh, my. Oh, wow. This could be a victory.
Oh, my. How in the world did he kick out of that?
He's far from finished.
And they're going shot for shot, blow for blow. Oh, he scattered that one. Big shots being fired right now. Neither competitor letting up.
Looks like a hockey fight's just broken out.
They are emptying their tanks, going back and forth like this.
One enziguri.
Flattened. Gable is stumbling to his feet. He's able to slip away from that. Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. This fight is pumping him up. Propped up in the corner.
Finds a counter for Gable.
Enziguri finds its mark.
Oh, round and round we go. Tilt-a-whirl head scissors.
Has them hooked. Rolling cutter. Chad's face is looking terrible. And the DDT.
Oh, Swanton. Taking on even more brutal damage there.
Yeah, I don't know how much longer a good defense will even matter at this point.
Springboard moonsault. Wow. No mercy being shown to Gable here.
Gable has to gather the energy to turn the tables.
Oh, and he manages to reverse.
Gable might be waking up.
Gable tipping the scales a bit here.
Driven down.
We've seen that look before. Gable's in position.
Knee straight to the gut, stays off the attack. Running Hurricane Rana.
Going for sliced bread.
But a counter power slam. Kick out at only one.
Not quite enough to put him away. Measured elbow drop, driven down. Anticipated that. He's looking lost out there. Looking like an easy target.
Double knee face breaker.
Gable is completely out of it.
Do it, folks.
Here is your winner, Wayne.
An impressive victory, and maybe with the win under his belt, we can get some clarity about his attire.
I hope so, Corey. With all the chaos Mutiny is causing these days, the last thing we need is ambiguity. I have a feeling this is more than just a random shirt.
Incredible performance out there tonight, but I think there's one question on everyone's mind. Why the NWO shirt?
Look, we all know that WWE is at a turning point. There's a civil war brewing, and it's largely because WWE has become stale, predictable, formulaic. We need to evolve.
So you're saying that you're joining Mutiny?
No. Mutiny is chaos for the sake of chaos. And just like so many times in history, the real fighters are going to get pushed aside once the leaders get what they want. Anyone who thinks they could trust Bailey and KO to protect their best interests is an idiot. So here's my message to all the superstars on both sides and everywhere in between. It's time for a new direction. We need to embrace our past to forge our future. That's why I'm wearing this shirt. The NWO wasn't about politics. It was about power and domination. So anyone who wants to stop playing the game and wants to run it, join me in my NWO movement.
That is a powerful call to arms, but as the former #1 draft pick, some might say you're as establishment as it gets. How do you reconcile that with calling for this new direction?
Being the #1 pick gives me a platform. My position lets me bridge the gap between the establishment and the rebels. I'm not here to tear down. I'm here to build better. So stand with me and take the third path. Not mutiny, not the WWE establishment, but a movement built on real power. I'm calling for a new era. Not just to challenge mutiny, but to redefine this business as it should be through dominance and brute force. Welcome to the New World Order.
So, do you want to tell me what the hell you're thinking? Bringing back the NWO?
Relax. Let me explain.
You'd better explain. I made you the #1 draft pick because I trusted you to be a cornerstone for WWE, not spearhead a whole new rebellion.
It's not another rebellion. This NWO stuff is just a way to stir up some trouble within Mutiny. It's a play. I just need people to believe it's real. And that's obviously working.
That is a pretty good idea, actually. But I really wish you'd run the stuff past me first.
And spoil the surprise? Come on. I've got this under control. Just sit back and enjoy my brilliant manipulations. You just might learn something.
Okay, I'll give you some rope. Just be smart.
I always am. That's why it's working.
And here's the man reviving the NWO in more ways than one.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Leeds, England, weighing in at 230 pounds, one half of the NXT Unity Tag Team Champions, Wayne Buck.
He's not just emulating the New World Order, he's declaring war on Mutiny with Joe Coffey and Shotzi by his side. All proudly NWO.
Any enemy of Mutiny is a friend of mine, Corey, and he is clearly rallying powerful allies.
Oh,
This is one intimidating superstar.
I agree with you, Saxton. I pity those who pick a fight with Braun Breaker.
And his opponent from Woodstock, Georgia, weighing in at 230 pounds, Braun Breaker.
We've seen a fury to Braun Breaker, a fiery temper that fuels him in the ring.
And that fire... This isn't just another match. The newly formed NWO needs to show they can stand up to Mutiny's challenge.
Exactly, Corey. And with Mutiny members like Joe Coffey and Shotzi now donning NWO colors, this fight isn't just pivotal, it's personal.
And our personal feelings aside, I'm sure Mutiny wants to squash this new faction before they can prove the NWO can be major players too.
Finds its mark.
Hardy's taking on some damage.
Well, some might call that showing off, but what a display. What a way to flaunt your abilities.
And Braun's having trouble managing this onslaught.
Every form of offense Breaker attempts is being neutralized.
Oh my God, moonsault.
Does the official not see him removing the turnbuckle pad?
Keep your voice down. What a counter! Power slam!
Ah, look at this, just cranking it out. Cranking the head. Oh, just deadlifting their opponent.
Tossing their opponent like they're nothing.
It might not be flashy, but sometimes you just gotta toss another person and make a statement.
Counters with an attack on Breaker.
There's a wheelbarrow. Boom, DDT.
Hooked up, and
DDT.
He's been put through the ringer tonight.
Yeah, but at this point, it's still anyone's game. Stop in the leg. Boom.
Boom. Good defense from him.
Breaker was waiting on that. What a forearm.
And a well-timed counter.
Flattened. Can this be it? Is this the end?
Barely kicks out.
Really had less than a second to stay alive there.
ridiculous standing shooting star.
Sliced bread, but a counter power slam. Kick out just before two.
Giving a massive effort to overcome the pin attempt. Fought back with a punch to the gut.
Answer after answer for each other's offense. And Zagiri finds its mark.
And looking to cause some damage by attacking the skull. Has them hooked. Rolling cutter.
Forearms from the second rope.
Driving down.
His opponent keeps piling it on him.
Yeah, he's on his back foot now. I don't see things turning around in his favor. He averts the offense. There's a huge Frankensteiner.
I think we know what he's thinking, and it's not going to be nice.
Finds a counter for Breaker.
Here we go. Time to work out some aggression.
Oh, ouch. Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this.
Nothing pretty here. Just good old-fashioned fisticuffs. Both absolutely drained, but both refusing to give up. Ooh. Each exchange just sapping the energy from these two. Each exchange just sapping the energy from these.
Rapid fire shots. Now your superstar backing down.
Good. The cover!
Guys, he put it away. That's a pretty big win.
Here is your winner, Wayne Buck.
After that victory, it seems clear this new NWO is poised to be a major player in the fight against Mutiny.
Absolutely, Cole. They're taking over. The New World Order is here, and they're not just here to participate. They're here to dominate.
NWO for life, baby. And boss, before you say anything, you should know I'm already putting together a crew to help the Black and White take out Mutiny and rest of the WWE. So far, it's me, and that's it. But you gotta start somewhere.
Right. Look, just slow down.
I can't slow down. I'm all in. SmackDown is gonna get smacked. Raw is gonna get cooked. They won't even be able to call it Raw anymore. They'll have to call it Extra Well Done, even though it won't be well done at all when we're through with them. NWO!
Quiet, Truth. Listen, this whole NWO thing, it's complicated.
No, it's not. That's the beauty of it. I don't know if you've noticed, but there are a lot of superstars here who are 3 corners short of a squared circle. If you get my drift, they're very easily fooled. That's why we need this. It's totally real, and it's awesome. Watch. NWO Sneak Attack. That felt amazing. Now everyone knows the NWO is back.
It's not. Truth, you need to listen to me.
Good idea. You be the boss, and I'll be the enforcer, and go find some more WWE superstars to beat up under the banner of the NWO.
No, don't do that.
Okay. Then you be the boss, and I'll be the idea man. Here's my first one. NWO pay-per-view. Location? The moon. All we need is a rocket. How hard do you think it'll be to take over NASA?
Listen to the words I am saying. This whole NWO thing is fake. I made it up. I'm just trying to destabilize Mutiny, that's all. None of this is real.
It's not real? It feels real to me.
It's not, though.
Okay, I understand. It's not real, because we still need to dream it into reality. And we will. Because it's out with the old and in with the new world order. You are inspiring.
And you are exhausting.
I thought you said you had this under control.
I do. It's just our truth that's the problem. And then I had to back him up or it would have blown my cover.
Well, we wouldn't want that. It'd be a real shame if I only had one massive insurrection to deal with. Now I'm losing superstars to two factions.
This is on me. I didn't expect it to work this fast. Impressive if you think about it. But I'll fix it. Don't worry. I know how to clean up my messes.
You need to end it. Now.
How about I end it next week? We've got some momentum. And I might have already paid for some things to make this NWO movement seem legit. Including a non-refundable deposit on an arena. Throwback set and all.
Fine. But only because Orton and Gunther are looking for payback. And Mutiny too. So at whatever NWO show you're apparently putting on, you're gonna host an inter-brand fatal four-way. Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and your fake New World Order.
It'll be a night to remember.
Just make sure when it's over, your NWO is forgotten.